Alright, so today we're doing two-step equations. It's just like a one-step equation, you just add another step. So, you do it the same way. So let's look at number one. You've got to get the letter by itself on that side of the equation. Okay? So, what is over here that we can get rid of? We always work on the one that's not attached to the letter first, so we start on this 5 here. So, how do you get rid of a positive 5 or a plus 5? You do the opposite sign, and it's minus 5. That gets rid of that. You minus 5. 20 minus 5 is 15. Bring down the equal sign. Bring down what you hadn't worked on yet. 5n. So now we have turned that two-step equation, turned that into a one-step equation. Okay? So the next thing you do is you still have to get the n by itself on that side of the equation. Alright, so 5 times n. If it's 5 times n, you do the opposite. So you divide by 5 on each side. That gets rid of that. You divide by 5 on each side. 15 divided by 5 is 3. Bring down the equal sign, bring down the n, and your answer is n equals 3. Okay? So if you want to check and see if that's right, just plug it into that equation. 5 times 3 is 15 plus 5 equals 20, and that is right. Okay? So let's flip the page over a little bit. Let's look at this one right here. Let's look at number 10. Let's look at number 10. So once again, we have to get the p on this side of the equation by itself. So what can we get rid of? The 3 or the 5? You always work on the one that's not connected first. So let's work on the minus 5. How do you get rid of the minus 5? You plus 5. You do the opposite. Plus 5. That gets rid of that. Plus 5. You can get it in your calculator. Negative 7 plus 5 equals negative 2. Bring down the equal sign. Bring down what you haven't worked on yet. P over 3. Okay. Remember, when you have P over 3, that's the same as saying P divided by 3 equals 2. Okay? So if you have the divided by, the opposite would be times. So you'd be times 3, gets rid of it, times 3. So negative 2 times 3 is negative 6. Okay? And bring down the equal sign, bring down the p, and you use p equals negative 6. Okay? Good so far? Yes? Good. I'll do one more with you. So let's look at this one here, I guess. Let's look at this one here. That's kind of the same. That's kind of the same one as we just did. So let's do this one here. Now let's do this one. I can't decide. Let's do this one. So, same thing. Get the k, get the letter by itself on that side of the equation. We can get rid of the 3 or the negative 2. Let's get rid of the negative 2. So how do you get rid of a minus 2? You plus 2. You plus 2 on this side. 1 plus 2 is 3. Bring down the equal sign. Bring down what you hadn't worked on yet. Okay, so that's 3 times k equals 3. So how would you get rid of 3 times k? You divide. Divide by 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1. Bring down the equal sign, bring down the letter, and it's k equals 1. If you want to check it, put it back in the equation. 3 times 1 is 3 minus 2, and that equals 1. So you know you got it right.